Alright, tonight we're making Jamaican brown stew chicken. One of my all-time favorite Jamaican dishes. So tonight, we're starting off with our vegetables. I've cut them all up. We've got green peppers. We've got onion. We've got some sweet bell pepper. And we have our scallions. I did about 3 scallions on there. And we've got them all chopped up, ready to go. But we're going to put that off to the side for right now because we're going to start with our chicken. And so what I've been doing, I've used some dark chicken thighs. I like the chicken thighs because they tend to be a little more tender when you're cooking the chicken. And so they've been soaking in here for about 2 hours now in some lime juice. And I use a little bit of allspice seasoning on there. Just to kind of marinate them, to get them nice and ready to go. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off by putting our chicken here into our frying pan, but I want to make sure that our oil's ready to go. So I'm going to cut a little piece of scallion off there. And if that starts to bubble and simmer, then we know that our oil is ready to go. I do use a little bit of olive oil and some butter in my pan. Okay, and just run it on medium heat. What we're going to do is just brown the chicken right here. We got the chicken, put it in there. We're just going to saute it for about 5 or 6 minutes so it gets golden brown, crunchy on the outside. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a little bit of minced garlic in there, kind of give a little bit of flavor in between. Sprinkle that on there like that, just a little pinch is good. And then once our chicken's completed, okay, we're gonna pull the chicken out, and then we're gonna work on our vegetables. We're gonna put our vegetables in there, and we're gonna start making our gravy for our stewed chicken. And when I make my gravy, I like to use thyme, fresh thyme, and I just put the whole thing in there. The whole stick, everything, and then of course, I like to kick the heat up a little bit, and I use a little bit of habanero pepper, Scotch bonnet is whatever you want to call it, and we use a little bit of a Grace browning sauce, salt and pepper, of course. I use a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, and then I put a little bit more onion allspice in there, and then of course. I know a lot of Jamaicans don't use this ingredient, but I find it to add a little more flavor to the gravy, and that's I use a little, just a teaspoon of soy sauce. And another thing I use that most Jamaicans don't use is soy sauce, or Worcestershire, and I use about a teaspoon of that as well. So once our chicken is brown, we're going to pull the chicken out of the pan. It's going to kind of just, let these things get semi-cooked, because once we take these out and the vegetables, we'll put the chicken back in with the vegetables. And then we're going to simmer our chicken for approximately 25-30 minutes. So this is just part 1 of the video. I will show on part 2. I will show you, the vegetable side of it and building the gravy to make the chicken the way it needs to be. I also add a little bit of flour into mine, which thickens up the gravy as well.